YouTube? Welcome back to another Genshin video, and today we're gonna be doing the event. What's the event? The Whirling Waltz event on Fontaine. And right off the bat, what do we see here? We see Emily and Kinich. I think that was Emily. Oh, Charlotte. Whoops. I thought it was Emily. Kinichi. Oh yeah, isn't this Naruto? Not. Is it Naruto's VA, right? Sorian's too. Damn.
ただ今一つパンチが足りないような。あ、これなら最高審判官
This is the day one.
襲撃により重傷。他国
I don't think this is a like it's within the following day, so yeah. Expect a 3 videos of this event. Nobilet was stabbed. Oh yeah, this is the thing they said on the trailer. Surely not. If it is, we're all toast. Of course you would. Oh, aren't we just popular? Alright. Good friend, good friend. It was a team effort. Yeah, no, what a pleasant surprise. Tabloid headlines. Anyways, how did you two even met? Fontaine is Twitter, you know. They like drama and shit, yeah. Definitely Twitter. Oh god. They scared the robots.
ただ、いくら想像力が豊かでも元ネタくらいはあるものだ。じゃあさっきのゴシップもある程度は事実を元にしてるのか？ああ、確かに先日密輸事件があった。レストランで牛肉が提供されてるって話やティーカップが出土したって話は密輸品をめぐる噂から生まれたんだろう。だが実際に密輸されていたのはナタの古代遺跡見つかったいくつかの遺物だ。いずれにせよ被害に遭った竜はいないってことだ。
あの
That's
事件
good.
の裁判でヌビレット様が審判席に座らなかったのは単に最初から他の審判官に任せてたからよ。パレメルモニアの審判官はヌビレット様一人だけじゃないし、全ての事件を処理されるわけじゃないわ。そういえばあの裁判がつつがなく終わったのはキーニチさんが証人として出廷してくれたおかげだったわよね。なるほどな。ほっとしたぜ。びっくりしすぎてキーニチがなんでフォンテーヌにいるのかも聞きそびれちゃったぜ。
I might switch to English voice after this. I know all of the Natlan characters are voiced, but Farina is also voiced. Navia is voiced apparently. Well, yeah, she's voiced from the story quest. I was unaware of that. Who else is meant to be unvoiced? Charlotte, I think, is going to be unvoiced. But other than that, all of them are voiced. Anyways, phew, it was all a misunderstanding. The world's not going to end.
キーニチさん、スチームバード新聞の独占取材を受けてくださらないかしら。
さほど複雑な事件じゃないだろ。法廷で述べたことだけで分かったはずだ。それよりシャルロットさんは俺からナタのニュースを引っ張り出したいんじゃないか。
鋭い。さすがナタきっての竜狩り人ね。
依頼はありがたいが、さっきも言ったように俺は喋るのが得意じゃない。
キーニチの口下手、話し下手。
俺よりも旅人の方が適任かもな。
Back to me again?
確かにいいアイデアね。それならいろいろ準備しないと。少し時間をちょうだい。質問を全部リストにまとめてくるから。
Sounds like I'm not allowed to refuse.
それについてはまた後で。もちろん君の意思を尊重するつもりよ。そろそろ仕事に戻らないと。ゴシップ誌のデタラメ記事がどんどんエスカレートしてるってことはちゃんと協力官に報告しておくわ。それじゃあ私はこれでまたね。
See ya.
おお、嵐のようなやつだな。あ、そうだ、さっきから気になってたんだけど、さっきアハウに似た何かがちらっと見えたような。
ああ、
What do you mean?
アハウだ。
口が悪いのは相変わらずだけど、いつ
Oh,
もよりおとなしいよな。
maybe it's
て
not.
か、
Oh,
なんで隠れてるんだ？
you done? Okay, maybe it's not acclimatizing very well into Fontaine.
かもな。
偉大なる清流も大したことないな。
言い返したくてうずうずしてるだろうが、今は出てこられないんだ。
なんでだ？
実のところ体は問題ないんだが、こっち
Oh,
についてからある変わった法律があると知ってな。
in Fontaine you can't. Isn't that specific law is why Farina confronted the traveler from the first Fontaine Archon quest?
月始めの3日間、
Yup, there it
法
is.
廷の邸では飛行物を連れて外出してはいけないらしい。
Oh, I get it now, and I'm sure Paramount gets it even better.
おいらよーく知ってるぞ。つまりキーニチがアハウの尻尾を掴んでる限り空飛ぶ竜じゃなくて風船竜になるから
Or just,
問題なし
no,
ってわけだ。
tie a rope.
まあ、俺もそう思ったんだが、プンプン起こる小さな風船になるのに抵抗があるみたいで、そのくせしょっちゅう出てきて周りを驚かすから困ってるんだ。ところで今朝パレメルモニアの告知版で見たんだが、街の外で永遠にちなんだイベントがあるらしい。フォンテーヌにはあと数日滞在する予定だから見に行こうと思ってる。このうるさい風船にとっても世間を
Noisy
知る
helium
いい機
balloon.
会になるだろうしな。もし時間があるなら一緒にどうだ？
Sure, seeing how angry always makes my day.
方角は分かってる。案内しよう。
Alright. An overnight fantasy land. Act 1, Whirling Waltz. I read that backwards.
ここらしいな。
わー、ちょっと前までは何もない砂浜だったなんて。
I forgot to change voice.
確かに。数日前、証人として出廷するために歌劇場へ向かった時も通ったが、まだ何もなかった。
They work fast.
フォンテーヌにも仕事人がいるみたいだな。
数日どころか一晩あれば十
Oh
分ですよ。
god.
パパーっとあっという間に完成です。これぐらい
Look
で
at the how
完
there.
成していただけるとは。いやいや、勝手に舞い上がって変に自信がついても痛い目に遭うだけ。
There's something oddly familiar about the way you talk. Who are you again?
覚えていらっしゃらないのですか？画像認識のレピーヌ・ポーリンですよ。
Good to see you again. The prototype lens has come in handy, by the way. Been keeping yourself busy with some proper work lately?
おかげさまで一晩で AA ランドを完成させられたのも地に足をつけて頑張った結果です。
AA ランド？
仮の名ですが AA ファンの思い描いたものを具現化したファンタジーあふれる楽園を目指しています。大げさに聞こえるかもしれませんが、本当にそう願って作ったのです。ご覧の通りフォンテーヌの永遠をテーマにしたパークで AA ファンと共に作っていくというのがコンセプトです。
共に作る？なら少なくとも前回みたいに全財産をつぎ込むようなことはしてないよな。
いえ、皆さんと共に作り上げるとはいえ私の全財産もかかっています。
Calm down, dude. Goddamn.
後先考えねえで一切合切つぎ
Oh,
込
shut
んで
up.
人間ってバカだな。偉大なる清流の同情をこうなんて思わないことだ。長所のみをくれてやる。
Stop showing asshole. What's with that look?
すまない。このうるさいチビのことは気にしないでくれ。
チビだとチビにちに言われる筋合いはねえぞ。
うん
うわー、なんてクレバーなマシナリーなの。
He's not a mega.
素晴らしい発明品ですね。シャルロットさんにも見てもらわないと。もしかしたら量産を模索する価値が。
量産だと無礼な。俺は天上天下唯我独尊偉大なる清流だぞ。
Uh-huh.
あとはクレバーってなんだ。とにかく覚えておけ。我が輩の名はクフル・アハウ、知恵の祖でありお前たちの大先輩だ。
そうだったのですか。知恵
Oh
の
God.
大先輩とも知らず。
Please don't, Pauline.
失礼しました。
Nope,
バ
don't,
カの
don't.
バカの開口だぜ。
Alright. Sure.
盛り上がってるけど、
Oh, Navia,
新しい
hi.
友達でもできたの？ナビ
アさん、ご紹介します。イベント会場の設営に身を砕いてくださった
Yeah, we know
フォ
her.
ンテーヌ・スピナディロースラ会長のナビアさんです。
Damn. Yeah, we know her, dude.
こんにちは、相棒。パイモンも元気だった？
Hey, partner. Ah, my trusty partner.
キーニチだ。よろしく頼む。
おいおい、俺のこともちゃんと紹介しろ。気の利かないやつだな。
Who are you?
道のど真ん中で声を張り上げて名乗っているやつの紹介なんているか？
さっきの自己紹介、ちゃんと聞こえてたから。こちらが偉大なる清流アハウさんね。
Mr. Aho.
お会いできて光栄よ。
Question mark. That was awkward.
礼儀正しいやつだな。お前らも阻止は見習え。
If you call that proper manners, you should have Shake her
やっと言っ
hand.
たな。教養のある汝には偉大なる清流の名を呼ぶことを許可しよ
ナビや偉大なる清流って変なあだ名だと思わないか？小動物って自分を大きく見せるものでし
Ooh,
ょ。
little animals.
きっと大げさな名前をつけるのが好きなのよ。
How's totally being treated like a little cuddly pet?
一晩で設営が完了したのはひとえにナビアさんをはじめとするスピナディロースらの皆さんのおかげです。本当にありがとうございました。はあ、イベントの開催許可と会場の使用許可が下りるのを待ちに待った末、やっと許可通知書が届いたんです。その瞬間にナビアさんに連絡し、力を貸していただけないか相談しまして、私のわがままを聞いてくださるのなんて優しいスピナディロースらの方々くらい。
Oh my god.
ああ、この人感情が高ぶるとこうなっちゃうの。分かってあげて。
Yeah, we can see.
イベントの詳細はまだ話してないだろうから代わりに説明させてもらうね。
Sure.
簡単に言えばシュバルマラン AA ランドはレピーヌ・ポーリーンの発想と技術サポートの下で開かれる同好会みたいなイベントよ。テイワットの AA ファンなら誰でも大歓迎。シュバルマラン？
ええ、あのシュバルマラン
Cheval
の
Marine.
ですよ。
Sorintentante Cheval Marine.
長きにわたる努力とお願いの甲斐あってやっとフリーナ様のご友人であるシュバルマラン夫人の肖像使用許可をいただいたのですシュバルマラン夫人の愛らしいイメージでより多くの人々のハートを射止め、同時に夫人の人気アップにも貢献する
Oh god.
まさにウィンウィンの企画。
なるほど、いろいろ勉強したみたいだな。ところでお前は AA 技術の研究に方向転換したのか？
完全にとは言えませんが、実は以前作ったサンプルレンズがたまたまある撮影家の目に留まって
Damn.
最先端の AA 撮影に使われ、
That's cool.
それをきっかけに AA 設備や道具の制作にも関わるようになったのです。
我らがエンジニアを甘く見ないで。今回のイベントのトップ技術者なんだから。スピナディロースらは主にイベントの運営や管理を担ってるの。審査が通れば誰でもブースを出してアイデアを形にできるのよ。レピーヌ・ポーリーンと私がそれぞれ技術面と運営面でサポートするから。旅人、ここまで聞いてどう思う？
Not like we have a
収益
choice.
も見込めるし、あんたの協力があればきっとさらに大盛り上がりよ。
Sounds like a lot of fun. I'll think about it.
グルメ系 AA に出てくるみたいな超豪華なご飯も欲しいぜ。
その点はご心配なく。出店側も参加者も食事は欠かせませんからね。ナビアさんのご紹介でテーマレストランのシェフにはかの有名なエスコーさんをお招きしております。あちらの方です。
次に食材の量を間違えたらまな板の上に乗るのはあなたよ。
お忙しいようで。
Yeah, she's locked in right now.
おい、何企んでやがる。
お嬢様、お話中失礼します。ちょっと見ていただきたいものが。
Damn, that's your
じゃ
name?
あごめん。
Spina de Rosula member?
自由
Kidding.
に見て回って。
I know I'm corny. Corny.
イベントに参加してくれるなら後で私のところに来て。
I do emphasize that just in case the noise gate betrays me and makes it sound like I say the other corny word that rhymes with corny. But you know, whatever. Sure thing. Okay, now we can change to English. Okay, from now on we'll use the English voice. I I tend to struggle reading. Sorry, rather understanding things just by reading. Yeah, it's just how my brain goes. Talk to Navia.
Traveler, it's you!
Hey,
Ready to join the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland crew?
Cheval Marin. Let's do this.
It's time, dear partner and Paimon, for us to turn our attention to the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland. As I mentioned, the park was started up by enthusiasts who brought in the Spina di Rosula to handle the planning, construction, and operations.
Cool.
Of course, enthusiasts aren't typically all-around experts. They usually stick to designing the event booths. We, for our part, handle long-term operations and develop standardized strategy guides for the different activities.
Long-term operations?
Oh,
Strategy? It all sounds so complicated. We spend most of our time adventuring and we barely have any experience running a stall. Do
Not-
you think we can handle this?
not every big boss went to business school, you know. We've done plenty of big businesses ourselves.
That's more like it. You've seen it all before, haven't you, partner? I'd even go as far as to say you've shaped some of Tevat's biggest business ventures.
Really?
Anyway, first things first.
Oh, so.
Let's get an
Actually,
overview of
don't
how the
know.
whole festival's gonna be run.
Okay, there we go. Here's the animation. Yum. Oh, there's Auroron. There's Aoife as well. Damn.
Oh man.
What up, bro?
Bro,
Hi, bro.
are you mimicking me? Now's not the time. Come on.
No, I mean, one of our buddies is here, for real. Quite
For
a
real,
few
for
of them,
real.
actually.
Aurora and Aoife, what brings you to Fontaine?
Huh? How come you're... Ah,
What?
I'm guessing Kanich is here because of that international smuggling case, right? I've heard quite a bit about that.
Word sure gets around quickly, huh?
First time abroad and you're already making headlines.
Oh, stop it. It's not like I was the center of attention.
Wasn't expecting to see the Traveler and Paimon here too, though.
Come on, Aoife.
What?
A traveler, by definition, is someone who travels around.
Fair point.
Okay, no shit, Sherlock.
Anyway, back on topic. Wait a second. I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about again?
Why, you're all here, of course.
I remember.
For
Vegetables.
Kakuku.
Okay. I was gonna say, I remember Kakuku being with Novelet and Rice Day. It's on the live stream.
I'll go first. It's for the Chevrolamine Film Fantasyland.
Chevrolamin.
Wait, is that right?
It's Cheval Moran.
Yeah, Chevalmaran. Okay, it was intentional.
Ah, right. I keep stumbling over that one. Guess I owe Cheval Moran an apology, even if she's not here.
It's okay.
Anyway, long story short, the festival restaurant urgently needed fresh vegetables from Natland,
Oh.
which is why Aoife and I are here.
So, you guys are vegetable couriers?
He is. I'm just here as a responsible adult. It's his first time traveling so far away from home, and all the elders in his tribe were worried. So they had me come.
Oh.
Even though it's your first time too.
Right, but they still picked me to accompany you. You gotta wonder why that might be.
I don't know why.
Don't you get it? They all just saw how overworked you were, so they used it as an excuse to send you off on a vacation.
Fair enough, I guess.
Wait, what? So I'm getting the grandson treatment now too? See, doesn't matter how much older you are than this dude. Hang out with him long enough, and you'll eventually find yourself being treated like a kid.
Meaning everyone looks after you. What's so bad about that?
True.
In theory, nothing at all.
True.
In that case, guess I better start over. Hi guys, my name's Aoife,
Oh, God.
and I just turned 5.
Nice to meet you, little bro.
Paimon's not sure who the responsible adult is anymore.
That says you, voice actor.
So, what about Kakuku? If he was here, we'd be making more of a ruckus than we already are.
That's exactly what's got me worried.
Aoife, there's nothing to worry about.
What do you mean, bro?
You're a big boy.
Oh,
You
God.
can handle yourself now even without Kakuku.
You think that's what I'm worried about?
I don't like this conversation.
Anyway, my priority right now is Kakuku. Suffice it to say, Kakuku's in big doo-doo.
How so? He's so small, and all he knows are a few harmless phrases.
What are these
What kind of
terms,
trouble
bro?
could he even get himself into?
Let me guess. Did he get caught out by the law on flying objects?
Bro, you too?
Might be.
Not me. How?
Oh, that pesky little chatterbox. So that's why he hasn't interrupted us this whole time. Guess he's too scared to show his face.
That, plus he's already spouted enough nonsense for one day. So I've put him on mute until tomorrow.
Nice one.
Bro got a 24-hour
If
timeout.
I was even half as decisive as you are, I would have kept a closer hold on Kakuku so he didn't get a chance to go flying off.
I guess that's what flying objects do.
Oh no, bro. Or rather,
Bro.
did Kakuku get caught by the guards for flying around?
If they had managed that, we'd at least be able to track him down. But when the guards started chasing him, Kakuku flew into
Oh,
that
no.
building next door. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a high-stakes pursuit going down in there as we speak. Just like one of those cool crime movies.
Which building?
And I heard Kakuku, hear
Yup, that's the one.
learned the new term
Kakuku
from
sure has
Rice
a
Leaf.
good eye for a getaway.
Again, they said it
It's
with
the
on the live
tallest
stream.
building around. I may be able to fly up pretty high, but checking every last window would still take quite a while. As for Aoife, well,
This is
just say
sovereign
he's
of
not flying
dragons.
anywhere without
A dragon
Sorian.
sovereign.
sorry about that.
Vex Sac Hydro
Not like it's
sovereign.
my fault, though. You don't have to apologize on my behalf.
Wait a sec. What's this got to do with how high you can fly? Kakuku's got himself into a real mess here, like a panicked animal running straight into a trap. It's pretty worrying. I'm starting to picture him flapping through a barrage of gunfire while important documents are flying about left, right, and center.
Heck yeah! If anyone can
yeah.
pull it off, it's Kakuku. He's always been such an awesome Saurus. I believe in him.
No way, bro. In other words, right now, in this building, there could be not one awesome Saurus, but two.
For real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
Oh, he said it.
Of course I'm for real. I'd never make
You
light of
hear
something
yourself,
like
bro?
that.
All right. Everyone's an awesome Saurus. Well, the human version. But our priority right now should be to go in there
Oh, that's a
and check
long
upon
dialogue.
Kakuku.
As it happens, Kinichi and I were just heading over to the Palais Mermonia for something else.
Leave it to us.
You sure? Wow, awesome. That'll be a huge help.
And if Kakuku doesn't listen to you, I give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
Well, I don't know about Aoife.
Wait, since when was that up to you?
Well, then it's your call, bro.
All right then, if Kakuku doesn't listen to you, I also give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
Hell yeah, bro.
There you go. If he objects to that, tell him to come find us.
He won't. Trust me.
Nothing new there? What's
Oh,
all that
shit.
commotion? Are they arguing in there?
Oh no. Sedin? There's strange sounds coming from Monster Novel something, yeah. You're on strike, great. I don't know about these two. Already. Well, I guarantee Wesley isn't voiced.
No way, bro!
Oh, he's voiced, nice.
Did he say he came
He's
from
also
that land?
voiced, nice.
No.
Get out of here!
What?
I can understand his words, just not what they mean.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, hi Neverlet. For real now. Hi, bro.
He keeps repeating the same things over and over again.
He's a parrot.
Oh, you know one another.
He's a bro of a bro.
He's a friend! Yeah! A saurian friend of a human friend!
Right, that makes
Great.
sense.
Well, that was easy. Looks like we've tracked down the owner. Guess that's one less lost and found notice for you to write, Monsieur Neuvillette.
For real?
For real, for real.
Traveler, was there something important you wanted to discuss with the Udex? I'm just about done with my business here. Need me to step out?
Stay and hear them out first. Perhaps it will have some bearing on your own work. If I'm not mistaken, you are the same Mr. Kanich who served as a witness in the smuggling trial? I take it there's been a further development in the case.
That's right.
Bro, I
Very
miss
perceptive,
Neuvillette so
Mr.
much.
Udex.
So you've met Neuvillette before? But wasn't the trial overseen by another judge?
I've seen his photo in the papers.
Oh.
But as for this other gentleman,
Oh, he's the
Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Wriothesley, administrator of the Fortress of
the
Meropide,
warden.
or in layman's terms, Fontaine's prison warden.
Yeah.
Please, feel free to share anything about the case. There's no need to keep anything from him.
Ask him for something.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you!
Wow, that sounded just like me. But
Okay,
should
so
we
that
really
was
discuss
the
official business in front of the
phrase
Saurian?
he learned from Risley.
Oh no!
I believe he said, or rather, I suppose he meant, that he'll keep this to himself.
Oh, he can.
Though I should mention,
Can
Mr.
he
Cuckoo, that we
understand
will have
him?
to ask you to sign a confidentiality agreement.
Bro, what?
Sure thing, bro!
This is all a bit strange, but they really are a great pair of awesome samurai.
Let us return to the matter at
Well,
hand.
yeah, they're both dragons, so.
Mr. Kanich, was there something else you wanted to discuss relating to the case?
yes. Let me fill you in.
Kinich tells Neuvillette and Risley about the Lepine Pauline finding the gun, quote unquote. Neuvillette makes inquiries with the relevant personnel, and sure enough, they locate the box and the gun that Lepine Pauline spoke of.
Wow! It really is exactly like Lapine Pauline's sketch! It must be all that practice drawing engineering blueprints, huh?
So if it's true that this weapon came into Fontaine alongside the contraband from the smuggling case, then there's a high chance we overlooked a suspect.
That's exactly my line of thought.
I see. Mr. Kanich, thank you for reporting this promptly. I'll arrange for the Marechaussee Phantom to investigate right away.
Hell yeah.
We should begin by questioning the prisoners in custody. Wriothesley,
Oh shit, we're gonna go to
I'll sign off on the interrogation request.
Fortress,
Don't you worry.
Meropide?
that would
It's
be much
Meropide.
appreciated.
It's lucky that the Palais Mermonia wasn't scheduled to release any public bulletins today, and that this gun's lost and found notice hasn't been written up yet. In other words, the news hasn't leaked.
Okay.
I'll be staying in Fontaine for the time being. If there's any progress in the investigation or you need my help, feel free to reach out anytime.
That goes for me too.
Yep, we were just about to go help out with Lapine Pauline's convention. If there's any news, we'll keep you all posted.
Marvelous. Thank you all.
Hell yeah, Neuvillette.
Well then,
Anything
all
for
that's
you,
left
my
is
guy.
to-
You miss me, bro?
He really does come out with the most unexpected things. Who did he learn it all from?
A couple of bros, of top bros from Natlan.
Huh. Well, it's pretty extraordinary.
Anyway, according to due process, we must first determine whether Mr. Kukuku qualifies as a flying
God.
object. And, following on from our conversation
mean,
just now, he also needs to sign a
He's
confidentiality
not an
agreement.
object though.
Drafting
I mean,
said agreement
just
may take some
being precise
time.
here.
Looks like you'll be staying with us for a while then, Kukuku.
Oh no.
Excited?
I can help pass a message to his friends.
That would save us a lot of trouble. Many thanks.
Don't mention it.
Alright then, we'd better get going.
Anything for you, my
No
guy.
need to see us off.
Alright.
I know you mentioned a while back that people from Natland would soon start showing up all over the world, but I hadn't expected anything like this.
It seems no matter where they come from, all dragons are inquisitive by nature.
Yeah.
You can say that again, bro!
The same might well be said for humankind. The real reason you chose to stay to investigate this case was your curiosity about Natlan and Mr. Kukuku, was it not?
How about you go to Natlan, Risley?
Guilty as charged.
Why not?
Nothing gets past you. So,
As a
how about we
vacation
take
or
this
something.
opportunity to chat a little more. We've got the world's best translator on hand, after all.
Sure thing, bro!
No way, bro. Damn, that's cute, that's cute. Tell Aurora and Eva about what's been going on. Okay.
Aurora and Eva, we found Kukuku!
What's the situation? How bad is it?
There's some good news and some bad news.
Oh no.
How about we start the good news first, you know?
When I saw that Kukuku wasn't with you, I'd already prepared myself for the
Oh
worst.
god, not this music.
Relax, Aoife. Maybe Kukuku just prefers high-rise living now. Sometimes you just have to let the kids grow up and make their own choices in life.
Why does he talk like that?
For real now?
Do you even hear
Do you
yourself,
even
bro?
hear yourself, bro?
Fucking hell.
Not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Kukuku's fine. Still very much alive and kicking for starters.
He hasn't been arrested either, so no jail time.
Even had the interesting chat with some veritable IVIPs.
See?
You're not exactly reassuring me here.
Yeah.
As for the bad news, well, it's really not that bad. Kukuku accidentally overheard some top secret stuff, so he has to stay at the Palais Marmonia for a while to sign a confidentiality agreement. But there's no need to worry. The person in charge of looking after Kukuku is super nice, so he'll be absolutely fine.
You'll just have to wait a bit longer.
All right. That doesn't sound too bad after all. Wow, hearing that's put my mind to rest.
But based on my understanding of how things work here, the ban on flying objects should be over by the time Kukuku actually gets out.
Right.
What a shame. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to go have some fun without him.
You don't look disappointed in the
Yeah.
Anyway,
It doesn't sound
Aurora
like
and I
it
will be
either.
staying in guest rooms upstairs at the Hotel de Boer for the time being.
Nice.
Feel free to drop by
Oh,
if you
what
need
the
us.
fuck? Where's the rooms? At Hotel de Void. I go there, I don't see any rooms. Alright, bro.
Yay, problem solved! Alright, let's catch up another day.
What the f... She sounds so eager there. Alright, there's Act 1 complete. Alrighty.
It's been a few days.
Oh.
Ban on flying objects should be over by now. Let's head over to the Palais Marmonia to see how Kukuku's doing.
Alright, let's go. Alright, we got these three and Kakuku, of course. That's the, you know. No way, bro.
Hey everyone, we're here! Oh hey, my little dudes! Good morning!
Damn. Morning, little dude.
Oh wow, Kukuku's learned a new greeting!
Hell yeah.
Is that good news or bad news though?
Not really.
Sorry, I did
Good
everything
news.
within my power. But so far, I've only managed to teach him how to say good morning.
Hey, that's one step to, you know.
So that's all you've been up to this whole time? Get out of here!
Oh, I think that means no.
Huh? Okay, so good mornings aside, please tell Paimon there's been some other progress too.
Of course. That's why I'm here. Kukuku's not the only one that Mr. Risley's been getting to talk. I'm referring, of course, to the convicts.
Ah, okay.
It was nothing. These guys weren't exactly tough nuts to crack.
So, what's the deal?
After racking their brains, they remembered speaking to an inconspicuous middle-aged man just as they were preparing to pack up and leave Natland. He was dressed in the manner of the Children of Echoes and carrying a box. Plus, the description matches the one the gun was found in. All in all, he didn't look any different from your average Natlanese traveler.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps seeing that they were dressed as merchants, this man stopped for a chat, inquiring where their goods were headed, and even asking if they could share a boat. The
Continue.
smugglers were very cautious, though. They didn't tell him any specifics. But all this happened before I crossed paths with them. I happened to notice them as they were preparing to set sail. I thought they looked shady, so I snuck aboard, and ended up being carried along all the way to Fontaine.
A series of twists and turns. Act 2, Whirling Waltz. What the fuck, Ow? What is he doing here?
Boss, do we know if those Fontanians will even like this stuff? What if we can't shift it?
And that's why we call you a rookie.
Banul
It's all supply
Cax.
and demand, kid. Supply and demand. Natlan's foreign trade is just starting to lift off. There'll be a market for it, you'll see.
That's right. So stop giving the boss trouble, rookie. Just do your job
Stop
and keep an eye on
giving
the
the
goods.
trouble, boss, trouble,
merchants?
rookie. What the
They
fuck is
come to
that tone?
Fontaine to do business? Scarred face. Calloused hands. On closer inspection, the fabric looks worn at the knees and elbows, and his fingernails are dirty.
Ew.
Not exactly your typical merchant. Could he have previously been a warrior? Or even an adventurer? Something feels off. I'd better sneak up and get a closer look.
Okay, this guy isn't suspicious to you? He's wearing the Children of Echo stuff. Also ignore the flickering at the background. That's just being called having a shit PC. Oh, what the hell? Approach quietly to find out what something. Okay,
Nice thinking, boss. This tourist tub's been fast going and smooth sailing. Plus, no one's been asking us what we're up to.
That goes without saying. Big cargo ship would have been too slow, whereas the smaller ones would have been faster but way too bumpy. If we ended up damaging the goods by accident, all these months spent grafting away would have gone up in smoke.
Seriously? But there's hardly anything here. Would it really have taken them months to prepare? And why would they need to transport it with such care? Could they be secretly smuggling precious items out of Natlan? I'll need to find a way to get to the bottom of this.
throw a rock. The fuck? What? Oh, they noticed that.
Let's go hear what these criminals have to say for themselves. Sure enough, there are relics inside the box. It's illegal to smuggle such items outside Natlan.
Hey, why the long face? You're abroad on business, and you get to do some sightseeing while you're at it. Sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me. You better cheer up if you know what's good for you.
I guess you're right. I was just worried I might have messed up with the packing, or that something's gonna go wrong along the way.
Oh, pull yourself together. Tons of foreign tourists come traveling to
Pull yourself
Fontaine.
together.
I bet their luggage is full of all kinds of weird stuff. If someone insists on checking it all, just show them the purchase order we had drawn up. Those Fontanians can't get enough of their legalese, so I've heard. They can look all they want.
Aha. So their aim is to smuggle in contraband after all.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like I've gathered enough intel about the smugglers and their contraband. Time to inform port security.
Alright, how again?
So anyway, that was when I went and told the Fontanian guards about my suspicions. After an investigation and a chase, they finally apprehended them and sent them on their way.
Well, guess they're headed exactly where they should be.
Good job, Kinich.
Thanks.
Based on your recollections just now,
I was completely focused on those smugglers at the time, so I wasn't really paying attention to other passersby.
That's normal. That's only natural. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Kanish, you did great.
In other words, the person who brought the gun here, the one who lost it, has no connection to the smugglers whatsoever. They were working entirely on their own.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Sounds like Mr. Kakuku wants to chime in?
He said
Your
this
noble translation.
elusive
Thank you.
individual's actions are positively mystifying.
Oh.
It's a good observation, I quite agree. However, we still know next to nothing about the person. Perhaps we should start by focusing on the lost item itself.
Oh god. It came from ancient Natlanese dragon ruins. This is a relic bearing by Natlan's ancient dragon civilization. It's a genuine antique, so it must be of great value. Okay. A lost object that was picked up. The box was buried amidst junk. Or is it's as if someone left it there on purpose. A bait? Why would someone just leave a valuable antique out in the middle of nowhere? Was the plan for someone to come pick it up? Oh wow, first try.
It certainly seems like it was the bait in some kind of trap. The only question is, why wasn't the bait made more conspicuous?
Has something sprung to mind?
I just remembered a film I watched this one time.
Huh?
What about it?
Oh wow, no way, bro.
Hold on, let me explain.
Alright.
Just now, the traveler speculated that this box might have been placed there on purpose, as if the intention was for someone to come pick it up. That got me thinking about those films about kidnapping cases.
Right.
When they demand their ransom, the kidnappers tell the victim's family to leave money or valuables at a designated spot for someone to come pick up.
That doesn't merely happen in films. There have been similar cases in real life. In fact, if anything, it's probably the real-life events that inspired the films.
Sounds plausible.
Ooh. Wait. This raises the stakes to a whole new level. If the gun really was some kind of ransom, then since we took the box, the kidnappers never got their payment, so does that mean they executed the hostage?
Paimon, stay calm. We haven't heard of any missing people.
I agree. I don't believe we have a kidnapping on our hands. Selling off stolen goods is extra work that most kidnappers would want to avoid. Unless they're after something very specific, they tend to just ask for cash. Could we be dealing with a kidnapper who's dead set on getting their hands on an ancient dragon handgun? It's not impossible, but the likelihood is very slim. We can discount that possibility for now. And speaking of selling stolen goods, don't you think this looks more like a transaction?
About the transaction contents. About the seller, sure. The gun was placed in a locked box hidden away. Clearly the seller wanted to keep their identity a secret. That doesn't sound okay. How about this one? After receiving the instructions, the buyer would have gone to the designated spot with the money to pick up the goods. To ensure they actually got paid, the seller would likely have been watching the buyer. That doesn't sound right either. Before the buyer could show up, Lipin Pauline found the goods by chance while setting up the event venue. Due to the unexpected arrival of Film Fantasyland, the deal had to be called off.
So, bottom line, this was an individual smuggler at work.
Exactly. And it was the location itself that caused the deal to fall through. The last thing they would have expected was for a quiet beach to turn into a bustling film convention overnight. Not only is the area now packed with tourists, but the Spina di Rosula have a presence there. I'll bet that both parties were completely caught off guard.
Great job, Lipin Pauline.
That sounds like a plausible theory, but how do we verify it?
Looks like your people better start rolling up their sleeves.
How so?
Easy. Just follow the usual procedure by putting up a lost and found notice. The more routine we make it seem, the more likely the suspect will come forward to claim it. Even if they send a proxy, we're liable to get our hands on new leads.
Uh-huh.
And timing-wise,
So we gotta...
it's about time we updated the bulletin board anyway.
I was gonna make a ZZZ joke about proxy. I was gonna say like, are we gonna call Wise? And then I saw Wise here. And timing Wise.
All we need now is a lucky gestionnaire to write up the notice for us post-haste.
My humor shit, I know. Editor, cut this off.
Ah, so that's what you meant by rolling up their sleeves. In that case, I may as well write it myself. Delegating this to someone else would require an additional explanation.
Or are you just not used to asking others to work overtime?
Is that really a major concern here?
Well, looks like I won't be needed around here. At least until the notice has been posted.
You could always wait here if you like. The Palais Mermonia serves a
Of course, you would say
cup
that.
of tea if that swings it for you.
Thanks, but no thanks. I left a very noisy creature with a friend before heading out, so I should probably get back to feed it.
Ah, I wasn't aware that you had a pet, Mr. Kanich.
Oh no.
Speaking of pets... Yep, that's the plan. Out of here indeed.
Right.
I believe that what Wriothesley is trying to say is, you are free to leave, Mr. Kukuku.
Nice.
Furthermore, it has been determined that Mr. Kukuku should not, in fact, be classified as a flying object.
Damn.
As such, he shall be free to move around Fontaine whenever he pleases.
You're the best, bro.
What about Aho?
Oh, that really is good news. Travelers, should we bring Kukuku back to Aoife and Auroran?
Oh, who else
I shall
would
leave him in your capable
give them?
hands.
No problem. Let's keep in touch.
Indeed.
Alright. The Walking Gigachad of Fontaine. Anyways, is there more dialogues?
You know, all this has made me realize that I'd quite like to have a pet.
Damn.
If that proves inconvenient within the fortress of Meripede, perhaps you should consider finding a place in the court of Fontaine.
That actually sounds like a good idea.
Damn.
In the past, I always dismissed the idea of buying a property in the city. The prophecy about the floods meant it never seemed like a worthwhile investment.
Bro, that was a year ago.
But now...
This might be a good time
Almost
for you
2 years ago now.
examine the documents I gave you regarding your title as Duke.
Huh?
Huh?
Citizens with honorary titles are eligible for certain benefits when purchasing property in the court of Fontaine.
Right.
Really?
How about this? You read through your documents from start to finish, while I write up the lost and found notice.
Oh. Alright, interesting.
How?
What? What now?
Let's shake hands.
Fine by me. Get ready for a knuckle sandwich.
What the fuck?
Oh, nice dodge.
Wicked.
Hi. Paimon feels strangely inclined to keep a safe distance. Did you miss me, bro?
Cuckoo, you're free!
He's so happy.
Not you again. Nope, didn't miss you in the slightest.
I don't miss you either. Oh god.
And hey, Paimon and Kanich.
Other
Good to
granny.
see you all. Thanks for bringing Kukuku back.
Get it away! Get it away from me!
No, you should get away.
Here, bro. Who are you calling bro? Say that again to my face! I dare you.
If you've got the energy to argue this much, you're clearly not hungry yet. Let's go find something to eat while a How lives his best life.
Sounds good to me.
Poor How. He spent all day being tormented by Auroran, only to discover that the suffering's just begun.
Eva, as a Saurian vet, how can you just sit back and watch our little dragon bro suffer?
Huh? How am I the bad guy?
Even hear yourself? Ah! Doesn't anyone want to hear how Kukuku got out of jail?
Amidst the racket, you briefly explain what happened with Kakuku to Eva and Auroran. Hearing that Kakuku now has permission to move around freely, Ao's face goes even redder than before.
Don't lose hope, How. By the same standard, you have freedom of movement now too. You're still in the game?
Same standard? I will not be held to the same standard as that thing!
Fuck you mean thing?
That's right. You won't. As far as I understand, Palais Mermonia will want to assess your case on its own merits before they grant you freedom of movement.
Where's that Saurian meat restaurant again? I'm gonna march that little pink balloon right into the kitchen!
Yeah, good luck with that, bro. You'll be putting your own neck on the line, too.
Also, there's no such restaurant!
Anyway, thanks for looking after a How, guys. I'll take over from here.
Mute him. Now. One Kakuku delivered as promised. Looks like we've managed to swap Saurians too.
Between the two, Kakuku wins the cuteness competition hands down.
True. Getting picky now, huh? Or Paimon wins my cuteness competition. Seriously. I'm gonna throw up by just reading that anyways. Getting picky now, huh?
Really? Thanks!
I didn't say it.
Wait, who are the other contestants though?
Are the other contestants? I don't know. Actually.
The lost and found notice is up! Maybe we should go hang around the Palais Mermonia to see if anyone shows up to claim it. Huh, looks like there were quite a few others with the same idea.
Ah, hello, you two.
Hello, Novelette.
Been any developments? Okay, guess not. Well, the notice was only just posted. Guess it's pretty unlikely that someone would show up right at...
Special Patrol,
Oh.
open up!
Ah! Who's there? What's going on? The Special Patrol?
I don't think that's who this is.
Someone's knocking at the door. Please, anything but the Special Patrol.
Hey, this isn't the time for silly jokes!
Shut the fuck up.
Let's go check it out.
A guard from the Palais Mermonia carefully opens the door in a familiar something
Good day,
something.
all. Gramps, grannies,
What the
aunts and
fuck?
uncles.
What in the Tevet are you doing here, Auroran?
Oh, he must be the one you mentioned. Kakuku's owner?
No.
One of his owners.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Sure.
But, bro, what are you doing here?
Yeah, bro. What are you doing
I'm
here?
here to claim a lost item.
Can't tell if he's being deadpan or deadly serious.
Is this the person you saw on the boat, Mr. Kinich?
No.
Somehow I highly doubt that. For starters, he just addressed us as Gramps and Grannies. And unless this is the youngest looking middle-aged man in the world, I don't think he's our guy.
Well, I mean, aren't you two quite old? Especially this Novelette guy. I don't know. Anyways, I apologize for my grandson bursting in like this.
Huh. Was there something wrong with my door knocking etiquette?
Oh.
That's how they do it in all the films.
That's not door-knocking etiquette. That's the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol doing their job. Completely different things.
Oh, I see. I figured it was just a polite way of requesting entry to show the people inside you had something important to discuss.
Do you know what's special
Sorry about that. I
patrol
totally
means
goofed
at
that
all?
one up. Give me a moment. I'll go back out and try again.
No need. Let's just get down to business.
So, Roran, you said you were here to claim a lost item. What did you loot?
Yeah, so basically...
What? Auroran carefully describes the lost item he came to claim. From the style of the box of the to the gun itself, everything matches.
Oh, come on, bro.
Is arresting my dear grandson what it's come to?
Auroran, be honest now. Were you the one who lost this?
No, it belongs to a friend.
Whose
So
friend?
it belongs to Aoife?
Yeah.
Of course not. Aoife has his own gun.
Yes, he does, yeah. Whose friend? Auroran the last truth. Otherwise, we're gonna have to arrest you for real.
All right then. I knew this wouldn't go well. So here's what went down.
Capitano?
This morning, Eve and I were playing rock, paper, scissors. Before long, he'd lost, as he usually does. So we figured we'd head out and visit some of the Cour de Fontaine's famous landmarks.
Uh-huh.
When we got near the plaza, a man suddenly stopped us to ask for help. He said that he had lost something and that someone had found it and sent it over to the Palais Mermonia.
Oh, is it one of the
He
smugglers?
used to work here and was worried it'd be awkward bumping into his old coworkers, so he asked us to pretend to be the owners and claim it on his behalf.
You didn't manage to keep that pretense up for long.
It's fine. I'm not the one who feels awkward anyway.
So, a former employee of the Palais Mermonia. Was this individual a Fontaine native?
Looks like it.
Yes,
from the clothing,
at
yeah?
least I assume so.
Well,
He looked
probably
like
this
a
case.
well-dressed gentleman to me. We were about to refuse, but he was so polite.
Could it have been a disguise?
Might be, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh no. Auroran, Paimon thinks you've been tricked. This person might be in cahoots with the bad guys. Oh, maybe he already took off and escaped as soon as your mission went pear-shaped.
No way. I'm not that dumb.
Well, I mean...
He's
indeed.
not going anywhere.
That
Ethan
reaction.
and Kuku are keeping an eye on him over at the plaza.
Oh,
Keeping an eye
really?
on him. I like the sound of that.
Nicely done, bro.
In that case, let's hurry over to where Aoife is. Time to catch that con man and find out what's really going on here.
Wait a minute, I have a question first.
What is it?
Traveler, Paimon. You're pretty famous in Natlan, right?
Oh, we're basically a household names. But why do you ask?
Sure. Well, it's not just us. Kinich, Auroran, and Eva too.
Would that be a problem?
Remember when I said that the seller might be watching in secret?
If so, then picking Auroran to do their dirty work was a careless mistake on their part.
It suggests that the person who got Auroran to claim the item might not be fully in the know themselves. There are plenty of unanswered questions, but standing around wrecking our brains won't help. However, I still suggest that the famous faces among us, meaning the Traveler and Kinich, oh, and of course, Monsieur Nivelet too, stay here for the time being.
Among Us.
We'll empty the box, give it to Auroran, and then he can claim the item as if nothing happened.
Right.
I'll follow to check if anyone is watching. I doubt anyone would recognize me anyway, so I shouldn't draw too much attention.
Being low-key has its advantages.
I think this plan is worth a try. I shall leave it to the pair of you.
So, I have to go undercover again, right?
Well, not exactly undercover. Just drop the special patrol persona and be yourself instead.
Roger that. Over and out.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, Skirk, how the drip marketing. I didn't talk about that earlier. I was too fixated to done this as early as possible. Head to the plaza as planned. Yeah, I'm sticking to the schedule I
No
did
sign of any suspicious individuals around here.
of streaming on
Auroran and
Tuesday
the
and
elevator as
Thursday.
planned. I'll head over to the plaza now. Auroran's taking the elevator. I should take a different route to the plaza.
Okay, let's jump down then. Don't mind me just gliding with the default glider. What the fuck is happening?
Nothing suspicious going on here either. Strange. Maybe we're overthinking this?
Nothing wrong with overthinking sometimes. The fuck?
Stop with the pecking! Stop with the pecking! Please, sir, I'm begging you, do me a favor and get this pet of yours under control!
Oh no.
Sorry, but he's not my pet. He's my coworker. And I should warn you, he's not too happy with how you're talking about him.
What the? This thing has a job? So in Natland, they just dish out jobs to any old thing.
Uh-oh. Kukuku's not too big on being called a thing either. You're on your own now.
I'm sorry. Please, Mr. Kukuku. Master Kukuku. Lord Kukuku.
Okay.
I meant no offense, I promise.
All right, Kukuku. That'll
I
do
hope
for
could
now.
never.
Let me ask him some questions first.
Sure thing, bro.
Hell yeah, bro.
Auroron actually looks pretty serious this time.
He's locked in, dude.
Was he just pretending to be clueless earlier? Interesting. Think I'll sit back and see how this plays out.
You actually got it? Wow, didn't think it would be that easy.
Ah, excellent.
Easy clap,
Looks like
bro.
sending you was the right approach after all.
After all?
I mean, because the staff at the Palais Mermonia don't recognize you, right?
So
I
they
got
recognize
it,
you?
But I don't remember promising I'd hand it over.
Huh?
This thing's pretty cool. I've taken a bit of a liking to it.
Please don't do this, my good sir, my master, my lord. My very life hangs in the balance.
His life hangs in the balance?
If this means so much to you, what are you gonna offer me in return?
Are you trying to get him to say my life?
How'd you know that?
What?
Because I watched that film with you. You should drop the act. We don't want a real misunderstanding in our hands.
You're probably right. But honestly, I don't know what else to say. Sorry, this is the most myself I can be. Is that enough?
What?
Enough. More than enough.
Oh.
Who's this dude?
Just think of me as a staff member
You know,
from
just
the
a
Palais Mermonia.
Duke of Fortress of Mermaid.
Now, if you don't mind, I have some questions for this gentleman about that life or death treasure you were just discussing. Truthful answers appreciated, of course.
Oh no, I'm toast now.
What's that supposed to mean? You don't think the Palais Mermonia has the ability to protect our citizens?
No, I mean, yes, of course they do. Please ask away.
I could do that. But I'd rather you just tell the whole story from the beginning.
I suppose I only have myself to blame. Such a rare antique, I couldn't resist. I'm a collector of antiques. Nothing excites me more than rare, old relics, and to be completely honest, if someone's selling, I'm buying. I don't care to ask where they sourced their goods. As for the seller of this particular item,
dumb mindset.
well, I've never met him in person. We've had some prior dealings, but always under the cover of coded ads in some shady tabloids. Lost and found notices, missing person ads, that sort of thing. As long as I took care to hide a time and place somewhere within the text, then slipped some mora into the envelope before submitting the ad, it would get published. And that was that. No fuss, no trace. Simple, right? Normally, everything goes off without a hitch. But this time, I arrive at the pickup spot expecting a discreet in and out, and instead, I find a whole construction crew at work. That was not what we'd agreed. But I couldn't just let it go, so I reached out to him again, same way as usual. He replied, and do you know what he said? He told me that the item's now in the Palais Mermonia.
Well, he wasn't lying about that.
He insisted that it would be inconvenient for him to make an appearance himself, but said that if I could somehow find a way to retrieve it from the Palais, he'd give me a discount on the price. Of course it wasn't the discount that swung it. Do I look like I'm strapped for cash?
Is that guy relevant?
Feeling smug now, are we?
Feeling smug now, are we?
No, no, please go easy on me.
Go on.
Where was I? Well, anyway, I thought to myself, seeing as the item itself came from Natlan, it would make more sense if I could find someone from there to go retrieve it. And by a stroke of complete and utter coincidence, I just so happened to see these two young folks wandering around, so I'm so very sorry I underestimated the pair of you.
I need you to clear something up for me. You haven't paid the seller yet, correct? And yet he told you to collect the item from the Palais Mermonia. Was he not worried that you just split afterwards?
Well, to be honest, though I can't claim to know him very well, he, on the other hand, seems to know my name and where I live.
Quite
Besides,
weird.
this is a guy who managed to get his hands on an ancient Natlanese weapon. That's probably not the kind of person I want to double-cross.
Fair. That makes sense. So, Mr.
Please, just call me Argento.
Argento.
All right, Mr. Argento.
Oui.
Listen very carefully to what I'm about to say. It will determine how much of the rest of your life you'll be spending beneath the waves.
What does he mean? Is he gonna drown him just like they do in those gangster
The
films?
fortress of Merapid is under the ocean.
I get it. He's talking about that place at the bottom of the Fontanian Sea.
Shh, Kenneth.
Owing to your suspected involvement in the illicit trade of Natlanese relics, you're now one of the suspects in an international smuggling case. A trip to the Opera Epiclese seems unavoidable at this stage, but on the bright side, you still have one chance to make things right.
Okay. Do I really? Please tell me what to do.
It's very simple. Just reach out to your seller in the same way as usual, arrange to meet, bring the money, and make the deal. Just be sure to let me know all the details. I'm talking time, place, the whole lot.
Or you
If we
can
catch the other party by doing this,
do it with
you'll have gone
Clorid.
some way toward redeeming yourself.
Just like
Understand?
an obvious dad.
Oh, I see.
I'm funny.
I understand. You shall have my full and unadulterated cooperation.
Good. Don't break the law, and don't even think about making a run for it. The Palais Mermonia will be watching you and ensuring your safety.
Right.
All right, take the box, but leave your ID and other documents behind. You can go now. As for you two, protocol dictates that I should take you both back to the Palais and have you sign a confidentiality agreement. But that would take a lot of time and effort.
Such a hassle, bro!
See, Mr. Kakuku knows exactly where I'm coming from. So, I was thinking, since you're all friends of the Traveler...
Of course,
I
we get
understand,
the
sir. We got dragged into this by accident, and it has diddly squat to do with us. And out of respect for the Traveler, we won't say another word.
Oh, I know this part. We better keep our mouths shut or we'll both be sleeping with the fishes in the tailor-made pair of cement shoes.
Or we'll fuck up the ley lines again so that the Abyss can go back to Natlan.
In that case, I understand completely.
Not exactly what I was going for, but if that's how you want to understand it, then be my guest. Then it's settled. Thanks for your help.
But this time I ain't gonna help. Kidding.
Boy, am I glad that's over. That's enough work for one day. Time to head back.
And it's now time for our POV. Hell yeah.
Judging by your expression, it must be good news, huh?
It went smoothly, on the whole.
Risley recounts what happened. It all makes sense, but somehow it feels like Risley has glossed over a lot of the bro talk
So basically, we hold off until Argento and the other party have set up the next stage of the transaction. Then we plan our next move.
Patience will be key.
I get that. It's like hunting. I'm just not sure the other party will take the bait so easily.
Well, if he didn't need the money, or if he valued self-preservation over making a profit, he could have walked away as soon as the contraband was brought to the Palais Mermonia. On top of that, although he hasn't shown his face yet, he seems to have no followers or accomplices, and he's relying on an extremely limited set of options to push the deal along. So, if you ask me, he seems like someone who cares a lot about his image and has a somewhat high opinion of himself, but lacks any real ability. I almost get the feeling that if he misses out on this opportunity, he won't have any other way of making money. His every move is like a spin of the roulette wheel, hoping that the ball will land exactly where he wants it to.
So he's doing gacha.
Maybe he'll cut his losses and vanish into thin air, and our efforts will have been in vain. At least Natlan will get the stolen relic back, so it won't have been for nothing.
In that case, let's hope his arrogance stays in play.
Everyone, I have just briefed the Marechaussee Phantom on the situation. As soon as there are any further developments, we will act without delay. When that time comes, we will be relying on your help.
Leave it to us.
We'll be waiting for the good news.
Whether we want it or not. Alright, that's Act 2. Well, we gotta immediately oh, you know what, actually, let's talk to these two first.
On the topic of kidnapping cases, how exactly do we define the subject of a kidnapping? According to the regulations, I mean. Aside from humans, do pets count? What about sentient non-human beings? Of course, melazines go without saying, but what about a being like a cuckoo?
I am surprised that you are unfamiliar with the legal provisions on this matter.
If I knew all the laws like the back of my hand, I wouldn't have ended up in the fortress of Meripede, would I?
That is no laughing matter, Risley.
Novelette sent someone to contact us this morning. That must mean there's been some progress. No time to waste. Let's head out. Hey, everyone. We're not late, are we?
No, you're just in time.
Sure.
Well rested, I trust.
Staying busy keeps you sharp.
A great way to stay energetic, certainly.
Have you all started the preparing?
We received word from Mr. Argento yesterday, confirming the time and location of the transaction. It'll take place this afternoon, and it turns out it'll be somewhere we all know pretty well, too. The Film Fantasyland restaurant.
Oh god.
Oh, really? Huh. He sure does like that place.
But...
Seems like you share our concerns, Traveler.
Indeed. Capturing someone in a crowded event venue will be much more challenging than in an open area. The criminal might try to blend in with the crowd, or even escape by taking hostages. In light of this, we've had to make additional preparations. As soon as we received the news yesterday, we began coordinating with the Marechaussee Phantom and the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
We'll be deploying lots of undercover agents on site. If things go south, the safety of the civilians will be our top priority. Of course, fingers crossed, everything will go without a hitch.
I noticed a bunch of familiar faces from the previous case, like Captain Chevreuse of the Special Patrol.
Chevreuse.
So I'm feeling optimistic.
It's the
We'll
car
trust
brand.
your instincts then. Oh, yeah, and by the way,
Chevrolet.
we've also been in communication with Miss Lapine Pauline and
Oh,
Miss
nice.
Navia.
The Spina di Rosula will
what did they
provide
say?
support within a controlled scope, so there's no need to worry.
Okay, nice,
The
nice.
only potential issue is with Miss Escoffier.
Oh god. She doesn't want to serve criminals, or she wants to introduce them to her chopping board.
You know what? That might not be such a bad idea. All right, no more jokes. Miss Escoffier has made it clear that she doesn't want her restaurant to suffer any losses as a result of this operation. But, well, I have a feeling things might not go quite quite as smoothly as she hopes.
Is there anything I can do?
To be honest, we shouldn't have dragged you into this in the first place, and it's caused you quite enough trouble already. The Fontanian authorities should be able to handle the rest from here. But still, I'm guessing you'd like to see how it all turns out.
Definitely.
Well then, feel free to head down to the scene, but just stay alert and play it by ear. You won't necessarily have to do anything. Unless things go pear-shaped, of course.
I'll do my best to ensure that things don't escalate to that point.
We're getting involved too, Kinich.
Of course.
Sure.
There are still a lot of unanswered questions, but our intel so far indicates that the culprit's from Natlan. Plus, I'm already a witness in this case. Might as well see this thing through to the end.
That's the Kinich we know and love.
The group going to discuss the specifics of the operation. I can't read. The group go on to discuss the specifics of the operation and things to watch out for. For once, the conversation goes surprisingly smoothly. Perhaps because Ahau and Kikuku aren't present. It's just as well, really. Things could have gotten awkward if Ahau showed up and started cursing out Neverlet.
Well, that's enough of the small talk. The operation's scheduled for the afternoon. If we're quick enough, we'll even have time for a few cups of tea before we leave.
Of course.
Oh, and let's grab something to eat too. Can't work on an empty stomach, you know.
But won't you just be watching?
And rooting for you. It's a very important job.
Alright, I'll head over to the venue now. Ahau's been harping on for days now about this event-exclusive meal he wants to try. Guess I might as well shut him up sooner rather than later. See you in a bit.
I look forward to hearing how it all goes.
Mm-hmm. The price of every prize. Whirling Waltz Act 3.
This beach seems to be getting livelier by the day.
Oh, I see Farina. Thanks in part surely to the undercover agents.
Traveler, Paimon's getting kinda hungry. Let's go check out the restaurant menu, shall we?
Sure. The guy with the case, that's got to be him. Alright, it's business time. Oh, what the hell? Oh damn, this is cool.
Your friend thought you might be thirsty. Won't you stay and drink it?
Charlotte, what the?
I tend to steer clear of drinks left out in the open.
Okay, no, don't piss yourself now.
You're surrounded. Give up and come with.
Oh god.
Stop right there!
Oh look, a surprise performance! Wow, how lucky we are!
How lucky are we?
After him!
That's what the subtitle said.
Sorry, my guy.
Oh, no.
Unlicensed and illegally docked. This boat's not going anywhere.
Just give up, bro.
Quick! Don't let him get away!
Oh damn.
Lowly worm! No one flies higher than the almighty Dragon Lord! Who's stealing my fun? Ah, you again! You're driving me crazy! Oh, wow,
They are not taking this seriously.
That's a wrap.
No.
Unbelievable! You can't just drag someone around like that! Such blatant disregard for human life! I'm gonna sue the living daylights out of you!
Will you now? I think I did you a favor by pulling you away from your audience. Saved you some face at the very least. As for whether you were facing up or down along the way, well, that was your decision, wasn't it?
For you... Alright, I admit it. I was in the wrong. Oh, of course I know the difference between right and wrong, but I had no choice. I desperately needed the money. I was an expert on ancient relics. Not only did I have a successful career, but a happy family too. But my son, I never imagined he'd turn out this way. Fell in with the wrong crowd and ended up shoulder deep in gambling. We had some savings, but he drained them away like a waterfall.
Surely, you're not talking about the Genshin players, right?
Him. I'm his father. How could I just stand by and watch him suffer like that? Oh, my son is about the same age as you are. If only he could have turned out more like you.
How about you talk to your son about their addiction to gambling?
You... Please, kid, I'm begging you. Help me. I see you're from Natlan too. That makes us brothers. Please, have mercy. I still have a chance to help my son straighten himself out. But only if I get back. If I go to prison now, he'll be doomed, I tell you, doomed! And isn't standing together and fighting for a better future what families do? Our fate is in your hands, young man. Please, have a heart.
Something wrong, Nietzsche? Gone soft, have we?
I don't believe a word you say.
Oh.
Wriothesley had you just about figured out. You're a gambler.
Oh no.
Pure and simple.
A gambler? Me? Nonsense! I told you, it's my son!
That's what a gambling addict would say.
Are you really from Natlan? You've been keeping tabs on the gun's whereabouts this whole time. You should have recognized at least one familiar face by now. On top of that, the way you threatened to sue me? Spoken like a true Fontanian, if you ask me.
Ooh.
What kind of logic is that? I can explain. I actually grew up in...
Name one tribe right now. Go.
I don't want to hear another word.
Okay.
Ahau, here's your chance. Shut someone else up for once.
The moment I've been waiting for. Eat this, scumbag!
Being a compulsive liar is one of the hallmarks of a die-hard gambler.
True.
I bet you're just a Fontanian pretending to be from Natlan. Even if you have any friends or family to speak of, I'm guessing they've long since cut all ties with you. And you have your depraved ways to thank for that. Of course.
Oh god.
I might be wrong. But does that matter? I'm just here to arrest you. If you're looking for an advocate or a shoulder to cry on, you're out of luck. Besides, prying the truth out of you is exactly what your beloved courts are for.
Do you think he can hear what he's saying right now? That's right. Oh god, she's muted. It's been a while, Mr. Kinich. The special patrol, fuck, I thought I turned that off. Please, I should be the one thanking you for all the help you've given us.
And me? What about me? So rude. You should be bowing down in gratitude to the almighty Dragon Lord.
As you wish. My thanks to you, and also to Mr. Kakuku for your show-stopping for performances.
Hey, what do you mean? Hold it right there!
Are you okay, Kinich?
Don't worry. I'm fine. I wasn't the one who just got dragged all the way here.
You seemed a little upset just now.
Little Kanichi, thinking back to when you were just an itty-bitty boy, Kanichi, aren't ya? Aw, don't start crying like a little baby. I am the Almighty Dragon Lord! No servant of mine will be seen acting so weak and pathetic in public!
What are you on about?
Bad how bad?
Still, I suppose there's no point hiding it from you. To put it plainly, I can't stand gamblers.
Oh no, gacha players.
They're the most irresponsible people in the entire world.
Okay.
No respect for the principle that you have to give in order to get.
Think about what game are you on right now?
They'll tell 1,000 lies for a single coin, deluding themselves into thinking they can use it to gamble their way to a vast fortune.
Okay. The leaks said that Skirk would be much better when teamed up with Escoffier, alright? Now don't blame here. Don't blame me here. Blame your creators for doing that for Skirk.
But we all know that even when it looks like you're getting something for free, there's always an unseen cost. In the past, I also ended up paying a price for my father's gambling losses. I don't want anyone else to end up in a similar situation if I can help it.
Niche.
Don't feel sorry for me.
Oh.
I certainly don't feel sorry for myself.
Aho looks so weird with this angle. Can you like face us, Aho?
They say that people are shaped by their past. And since
better.
I've made it this far, I must have done a lot of things right. We should never punish ourselves for the mistakes of others. Instead, I choose to remember the moments that helped me grow. Like when I first learned to use a grappling hook. Or the very first time I yearned for knowledge.
The more you learn, the more knowledge. Anyways, I get it.
Yeah, I believe you. Let's get going. If we don't head back soon, we'll cause more unnecessary worry.
Uh-huh. There's a Sealy up there. Return with Kinich. Okay, dude. Not now, please. Or she's going to be muted as well.
Yay! Traveler Kanichi, you're back! We just saw Chevron's taking the criminal away. She looked pretty pleased with herself.
Well, it did go smoother than expected.
So after so much running in circles, turns out he had no fight in him, huh? Guess running away was the only trick up his sleeve. Oh, also, Risley said to let you know that he's already left. He went to report back to the Palais Mermonia.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, the Mari show say Phantom's preparing to carry out an in-depth investigation into illegal gambling activities. Sounds like they'll have their hands full. Anyway, that's for the Palais to worry about, not really our concern.
Judging by how fast the Duke took off, I'd say he was avoiding my camera. But I guess I'm used to that by now.
Hey, it's not like you to give up so easily, Charlotte.
It's fine. I got plenty of other great shots back there. More than enough for a front page spread. And on that note, this busy reporter needs to scoot. Those photos won't develop themselves.
Make sure you pick the best shots of Paimon.
Yeah, make sure to capture a good side.
Oh, already gone. Hope she heard that.
You can trust her judgment, Paimon. She's a professional photographer.
Yeah, you're right. But what took you all so long to get here? Did something happen?
How bonked his head and started crying.
What? Rumors and slander! When have I, the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahulahau, ever sunk to such sniveling?
Every time.
Often,
Feel like.
actually.
Yeah. Anyway, what's next?
To be honest, I haven't decided yet. At the moment, I've got nothing urgent to get back for. And, in any case, the court might need me to testify again. Plus, that gun's still a key piece of evidence. I'll probably have to wait until the case is closed before I can return it to Natlan.
That flickering is so bad.
So, I guess I'll be sticking around to enjoy the beach a little longer.
That's actually done. Alright. After 2 hours, we're finally back with the epilogue. Let's go.
Now that things have reached this point, we should add
a pinch of salt.
A dash of pepper, actually.
Damn.
Brilliant.
Huh? You two aren't talking about a new dessert menu by any chance, are you?
Pepper sounds a bit out of place in a dessert.
Not desserts.
Oh, we're talking about the script.
Huh?
Oh, my dear partner, photographer, rookie director. Our creativity must keep up with the overflowing enthusiasm of our fans. There's no room for dull scripts on my stage. Plot twists should strike the audience like a cloud of pepper, leaving them sneezing in surprise. Achoo!
The same logic applies in catering. I once heard Miss Emily mention that pepper could be used
Emily
in
mentioned.
perfumes. Perhaps I could find a way to make it work in desserts too.
That's crazy that that's her first mention since 4.8.
A peppery kick to complement the delicate sweetness of cream, perhaps.
Wow, the two of them seem to be working together so well. Paimon's struggling to imagine what a pepper cake would taste like, though.
Well, what
Hi,
do we
Nadia.
have here? Escoffier's making a new cake?
Yes, and she's peppering in some new ideas.
Oh, how exciting! When it's ready, do let me know. I'd love to try it.
Is it just Paimon, or does it seem like everyone's even more enthusiastic now that they've finished their work?
Why shouldn't they be? When your hard work pays off, that's when you should celebrate.
True.
It's like a batch of fresh macarons.
Another.
You should never let fear of sweetness stop you from adding all the filling you please.
Uh-huh.
After all, if there's ever a time to pile on the sugar, it's when you're making macarons. Pile on the sugar!
Pile on the sugar!
Diabetes, more like. Oh, hi, Lupin Pauline.
Why are we piling on the sugar? Lepine Pauline, you're here! Is it ready?
Begias Begdom with all of
It all went according to
Begias
plan.
Beggar and all of Begdom.
Huh? Were you off on some kind of important task?
I was indeed. Please accept this.
What's this? Ooh, that's cute.
Oh, wow! It's a panoramic view of the amusement park with everyone's illustrations on it!
No shit, Paimon.
Since the film Fantasyland has been such
We
a
can
success,
use our
we decided
eyes,
to create a
Paimon.
unique souvenir to remember it by. We built this park together brick by brick, so we decided we'd all contribute to drawing this map together too.
Brick by brick, isn't that a song?
It was mostly thanks to Miss Lepine Pauline. She's our expert when it comes to drawing, after all. But we all did our best to leave our own marks too.
That's right! And on top of that, traveler, I'm offering you a most special privilege.
Really?
You get to add a mustache to my portrait.
What? Awesome, a fancy white one. Splendiferous. I don't know how to pronounce that. A fancy red one.
Bolognese sauce flavor.
Huh?
Well, that sure counts as a surprise twist. You win this round. All right then. Now that you're the proud owner of this
She
commemorative
really likes
map,
her
you
macaroni,
can buy
huh?
as many different flavored mustaches on it as you like.
Sounds like a pretty tasty map.
Don't eat
We'll
it.
look after it well.
Great! Your satisfaction is our #1 priority. Everything's all in order. Now it's time to relax. Forget about work and just enjoy the park.
Hell yeah. And that, my friends, is the Whirling Waltz event.